It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Ravens and the Jets, and it comes your way next.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, here for the start, folks, of another NFL season. We are ready to go. We hope you are. And we'll begin this one, Charles, with a couple of teams hoping to move on from a tough 2021 season. Both the Ravens and the Jets finishing last in their respective divisions a season ago.
And let's start with Baltimore, because even in a very tough AFC North, I think we were all surprised to see the Ravens finish 8-9, snapping a streak of 3 straight postseason appearances. As for New York, we knew the rebuild was going to take a little bit of time, but I think the last 2 years they've drafted in a big-time way, and now the groundwork has been laid, and this could be an opening salvo for Gang Green to announce that they're back in playoff contention.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. From the 6. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Time to see this wide-open Baltimore offense go to work, and leading them, pretty darn good one, Lamar Jackson out of Louisville.
Another excellent season from Lamar Jackson that was cut short by ankle injury and actually showed just how much he is valued as the leader of the Baltimore Ravens as they went 0-4 down the stretch and missed the playoffs without him. Prior to that, they were 8-5 in a tough AFC North, and he was on his way to his third 1,000-yard season as a runner and career-high marks as a passer.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. They go play action with Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. But not the graphic that this fan base wants to see week 1, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions, some bright spots. Instead, we're talking about injuries, preseason injuries that have guys missing here in this one.
And even in today's football, where everyone does their best to try and have their starters ready for week 1, guys still have to practice. They still have to train, and injuries do crop up. You're exactly right about that, though, Brandon. None of the people supporting this team want to see that graphic on the screen at the start of this game.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 8. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. A give up the middle to Dobbins. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. We'll get our first look at this New York Jets offense. Really retooled the last couple of seasons. And at the helm under center, second overall pick from 2021 out of BYU, Zach Wilson.
It was an educational rookie season for Zach Wilson, who was drafted to be the eventual face of the Jets as the team worked through a lengthy rebuild. 2,300 yards and 9 touchdowns as a rookie. He did miss some time midseason with an injury, but I really like the work that the Jets have done to put people around him and give him his best opportunity to be not only the face of this franchise, but get him back into perennial playoff contention.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's got it to about the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. Open man is Uzama. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a third down coming up. Again, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Here comes Carter. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And they will take over 1st and 10. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it will pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams there to bring him down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Off the play fake, here's Jackson rolling to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. This offense on third down today, they've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Open man is Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Play action. Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Jackson on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now it's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. 3 yards is the game that time, 2nd and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The New York set to take the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early in the elements. You're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things that...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Now Hall to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They go play action with Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, Carter. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some...
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Davis as time expires in the first half. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We begin 2022 up in the Tar Heel State. Cleveland paying the opening day visit to Carolina. And they have just about gone to halftime with the Panthers out on top. Baker Mayfield with a couple of touchdown passes. From there, we head over to Atlanta to check out the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Damiere Byrd, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. See what's happening with the Bengals. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Tyler Boyd, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Next, they look at the next-gen stats for the Ravens in that first half. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the third and fourth quarters. Meanwhile, for the Jets, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Here's the Jets punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. It's taken to the 26. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Another run here with Dobbins. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On third down, here's Dobbins. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 right at the 40. Jackson's throw brought in here by Bateman. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll find Bateman once more. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They go play action now. Jackson. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And Jackson throwing once more. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And New York set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. They'll look to set up his blockers. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. DeMarcus Robinson, a 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. The New York set to take the field.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Wilson.
He gets it underneath to Hall, and he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Now it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 28. On 1st down, Wilson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Wilson to throw.
And pass complete to Moore. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
They'll run with Hall.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Wilson.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Here's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Now Wilson.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing again here, Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah from 4 yards out.
And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Wilson going to throw for it. That's caught. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
151 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now it's Wilson. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The Jets on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again.
3rd and goal and still a long way from the end zone.
Jackson. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Jackson from the shotgun. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body.
And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for Baltimore, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.